Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Chancellor and I meet regularly, and obviously we know and recognise the importance of the steel sector in the UK economy. Our commitment to the sector is clear. We have invested, will be investing over £500 million into the Port Talbot site to ensure that steelmaking continues in the UK. Without that investment, the 8,000 jobs at the port and the 12,500 jobs in the supply chain would have been at risk. We're working with Tata, and we've set up a transition board that the honourable member knows about because we both sit on it, and we provided over £100 million of support for affected employees and the local economy. And Tata also announced on last Friday, they provide an additional £130 million of support for employees facing redundancy. The option, Mr. Speaker, was steelmaking no longer continuing at Port Talbot or the investment that we have provided.
Sorry, Stephen Kinnock.
Thank you, sir. So ministers keep spinning this line that Tata Steel was threatening to close down the Port Talbot works and walk away, but they know that that's an empty bluff because the costs of dismantling and remediating the Port Talbot steelworks were vast and utterly prohibitive. So against that backdrop, let's be clear, is it the case that there were no strings attached whatsoever to the £500 million of taxpayers' money that's been given to Tata Steel, and that £500 million was given by the Prime Minister to Tata Steel along with a green light to make 2,800 steel workers redundant?
Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't want steelworkers to think that we aren't working together, and the honourable member and I work together and will be working together on ensuring that steelworkers are protected as much as they can. So I think it's extraordinary that the position he's now putting forward is that it would have been better to risk the loss of absolute steelmaking in the UK than allow the taxpayer to pick up the cost.